2 o'clock in the morning, I was talking with my friends. 3 o'clock in the morning, still talking with them. 4 o'clock in the morning, I lashed out at them. I said to them, "Where were y'all when Alex Preddy got shot? Where were y'all when Renee Good got shot?" You know what's crazy? My mouth is a fucking plague to my parents. Because when it comes to talking about politics, when it comes to me opening it up to my mom, "Oh, can you not bring politics? I don't want to protest. I don't want to do that." That's just not my problem. And I've been hearing that over and 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 over. It's not a problem to my mother because she doesn't want to protest. But it is a problem to me because I give a damn. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is MAGA. Faith without works is religion. So when it comes to my own mom, it is okay when there's an adjudicated rapist in the fucking White House. It's okay when there's a black person getting kneed to the fucking neck by a white officer. When it comes to my mom, it is okay to be silent, but not okay to talk about politics. Because why? Proximity to silence. When I do something good, I get called the N-word. I get called out. I get, basically the rough treatment. But when I do something bad, "Wow, Joshua, you're doing good. Keep it up." I get praised. All because my mouth is a fucking plague to my parents. I don't care if my family hates me because it's the damn fucking truth. I'd rather lash out and yell and tell them, "Yo, where were y'all when Alex Preddy got shot? When Alex Preddy shot? Yeah, when Alex Preddy was shot." Because I actually give a damn. I said this to my mother. I said, "So it's okay for Eugene Carroll, if it was your daughter, to get raped by Donald J. Trump." Okay. And you know what she said? She said, "Yeah." Her silence made her win the vote for Donald J. Trump. It's not that she couldn't vote. It's the fact her silence made her win the vote. See, I'm white, but I voted for what's right. Universal health care, universal child care, taxing the rich people, caring about the homeless, caring about the weak, caring about the blind, caring about those that are not even born yet. What did my mom's silence vote for? It's not that she couldn't vote. It's not that she didn't want to vote. Her silence made her vote. Tax fraud is what she voted for. Gas prices going up is what her silence voted for. What else? Raping children is what her silence voted for. She voted for Donald J. Trump through her silence. It's not that she didn't want to vote. It's not that she couldn't vote. It's not that she didn't vote for anybody. The very silence that made Donald Trump win the vote is the same silence that got Jesus to die on that cross. What, you don't think I'm lying? What, you think I'm lying? Okay, let me leave you with this. First, they came for the Somalians, but I'm not a Somalian, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the black people, but I'm not black, and I'm not qualified, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the immigrants, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 33. But I'm not an immigrant. So that didn't apply to me. Then they came for the children. But I don't have children. So Mark chapter 9, verse 42 doesn't apply to me. And then they came for Joshua, the son of Nun, which is also a literal reminder of Jesus' salvation, and they stoned me to death. Why do you think I was named Joshua, the son of, why do you think I was named after Joshua in the Bible, the son of Nun, who was also Moses' servant, who obeyed the Ten Commandments? Because I was strong and because I am strong and courageous in my faith. So I asked her, is it okay? Wait, so me talking about Alex Preddy, me talking about Renee Good, me talking about the adjudicated rapist in the White House triggers you? She said yes. And that was it. That was the conversation. I didn't want to hear it because I knew who she voted for. In her silence, she voted for Donald J. Trump. I didn't vote because you know me. I voted for the right people, which is Kamala Harris, which is for the people, by the people, with the people. When you vote for Donald Trump, you vote for yourself. When you vote for Kamala Harris, you vote for other people. She never wanted the American people to be great again. She wanted the American people to suffer. Gas prices going up. Fucking SNAP benefits are taken away. That's why we're here. It's why we're fucking here as a fucking country. And if you don't like it, you can find the Mayflower and ship your ass right back to your home country where you came from. Because this has never been a great Christian nation. America has never been a great Christian nation. If it was, 340 million Americans would have been bowing at the behest of Jesus right now. Because of how fucking violent humans have gotten since 1619, going to 2026. I had this conversation with my mom. I say, so it's okay to be silent about Alex Preddy and Renee Good. You know what she said? And this is probably gonna trigger some MAGA and to be like, oh, I agree with your mom. Da 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 da. I'll be like, okay. So you agree with my mom that my voice is a literal plague. So you agree that my voice is a literal dismantling of what's good and what's evil. By your fruits shall ye be judged. And in that same measure that you judge, lest you be judged. Judge thy neighbor fairly. Ephesians 5:11. Have nothing with the works of iniquity, but rather expose them. My mom voted for the first part because her silence made her vote for Donald J. Trump in the long run. I don't care if my mom hates me because I'm built like that. I was born that way. I was born to be alone. So I'd rather be alone than rather have friends who would drag me down to hell. You feel me? If I get sent to the hospital because I'm doing the right thing, that proves right there that they never cared. My mom and my parents never cared about me ever since birth. That proved that they want me to be forced birth. That they don't want me to care about other people. That they want me to be a Luciferian and focus on myself. Now, I get it. A Luciferian is someone who doesn't focus, who doesn't care about other people, but focuses on himself. Look what's happening with the war of Iran. What Bible scripture prophesied that? Oh, I don't know. Matthew 24, verse 6. Right? For there shall be wars and rumors of war. Right? 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 Acts chapter 19, verse 20. Acts chapter 2, verse 19 to 20. For I shall show signs and the wonders in the heavens above and of the earth beneath, pillars of fire, vapors, and smoke. The sun shall be darkened. I wonder what happened on August 21st of 2017. Solar eclipse. What happened in 4 months and 7 years later? Blood moons. What happened on April 8th of 2024? Solar eclipse. Sun shall be turned into darkness as the moon to blood before the great and noble day of the Lord come. I question this, and I say this, I say this with concern because I actually give a damn. Has your parents ever told you that your voice was a plague? Because that's what my mom said. 2 o'clock in the morning, sleeping. 3 o'clock in the morning, sleeping. 4 o'clock in the morning, lashed out at my friends because I was angry at their silence. I've lost friends and family. I'm not afraid to do it again. The reason why my mom yells at me when I talk about politics and when I care about other people is because she doesn't want her fan base to come after me and say, "Josh, you shouldn't be saying things like that. You shouldn't be judging people like that." Okay, first off, how? How am I judging? When I'm literally speaking for the people, by the people, with the people. How am I judging if I'm being the voice for the people? I'm just simply a megaphone for the people. So basically, my mom just said in her voice, it's okay for Eugene Carroll to get raped by Donald J. Trump. What? You don't believe me? She literally said it as I was making the live stream, by the way. I asked her this question, and I said this. If Eugene Carroll was your daughter, would you allow the guy that raped her to come near her? Or would you beat that ass? Not a single fucking answer. That's why we're here. My mom hates my guts because what I do is good. But when I'm evil, keep going, Joshua. Keep going. By your fruits shall ye be judged. In the same measure ye judge, thou shall be judged. Come on. It's literally what I was listening to when Philip Anthony Mitchell was talking about the flood from Noah. And it's the same song that I'm going to listen. No, it's the same song that I'm going to prophesy. And I'm going to say it out loud. You should have listened to when it rained, and now you're in hell for eternity because you couldn't do what you've done. You should have listened to what was prophesied. I'll say it again. You should have listened to when it rained, and now you're in hell for eternity because you couldn't follow what Jesus stood for. And now you should have listened to what prophesied. See, I actually give a damn. See, I actually am pro-life. Because I listen to what is prophesied and what it's going to be prophesied. I actually warn people about the flood before it even rained. I actually warn people about what's going to happen. That's why I was given the name Joshua after Joshua, the son of Nun, in the Bible. To warn and to expose and to apply not only Leviticus chapter 19, verse 33, not only Mark chapter 9, verse 42, but also Psalms 1, chapter 1. Blessed be the man that does not walk into the path of the ungodly, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor seats themselves in the midst of the scornful. For in delight is in the law of the Lord, and in that law shall he meditate day and night. For he will be like a tree planted by the rivers and of the waters, and for the leaves themselves they do not wither. And whatever works he does, shall he also prosper. But the ungodly are not so, for they are like chaff that are blown in the way. And so the unrighteous will not stand in the way of the judgment, nor shall they stand in the consecration of the righteous. But the Lord knows the way of the righteous. But the Lord knows the way of the righteous, and the way of the ungodly shall perish. It's that fucking simple. The reason why my parents scolded me for talking about the politics and for me to do live streams and for me to yell is because my fucking voice is a fucking plague. That's why they've been scolding me. And ever since birth, they've been doing that. Because they don't fucking actually care about the child once it's born. If my mom did care, she would have never stopped me from falling from the 4-story building at the age of 3. If my mom did care, she would have been told me, do not come out of the crib. "77 million people of this world does not care about Christ while he's on the cross. My mom included. Because if she did cared about Christ, she would have been doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. Calling out the atrocities of this world. She would have done the exact same thing that I'm doing. Literally speaking up for the people. But you know, proximity to silence is okay in my family. Mind you, when I was given a video about what happened with Renee Good, my parents said the reason why she got shot is because she couldn't comply with ICE. That proved to me that even though she didn't vote for him, her silence did. She never cared about Renee Good. She never cared. Because why? It's only because she couldn't comply with the law of ICE to get out of the car and just boom, there you go. And now I'm getting angry because I'm calling out the darkness of this world. No. And now my parents is getting angry at me because I'm calling out the darkness that is in this world. Ephesians 5:11. Have nothing with the works of iniquity, but rather expose them. You know, what's crazy is that when I was 3 years old, when I was 3 years old, I was given a choice. You know? I was given a choice when I was 3 years old. Either speak for the people or be silent and let things slide. You know what I was given? I'll tell you. Through a song. I'll tell you what choice I was given at the age of 3 years old. And it's the very same choice that led me to do the opposite of what my parents want from me. Hold on, let me put up the volume so you guys can understand the reasoning why I do Ephesians 5:11. Not just the first part, but the second part.
Easy off tabs. Changing Pampers is easier than ever. Tabs off, props up,
Mind you, this is only an advertisement.
and they're off. Because there's behind every baby.
Anyways, now, when it comes to Alex Preddy, Renee Good, and, all those other people, this is what I was born to. Yep, you heard it here. That's just not my problem. When Alex Preddy died, not my problem. What I've heard from my parents. Renee Good, when she died, again, from my parents, not my problem. But me, it is my problem because I give a damn. That's the reason why I do this. That's the reason why I apply not only Psalms 1 chapter 1, but now Ephesians 5:11. Have nothing with the works of iniquity, but rather expose them. I've lost friends and family because I didn't want to do the first part. I wanted to do the whole scripture. I've lost friends and family, and I'm not ashamed to lose some more. I'm not ashamed. But when I do something good, it's when I get called out. But when I do something bad, that's when I get praised. Like, the fuck? This is literally my... Bro, when I was 3 years old, till now, this has been my family's lineage. That's just not my problem. And it's been that way since the year 2000 when I fell from the 4-story building at the age of 3. All of this exposure would have been null and void if I have not fell. And now I'm being called out as the redliner and making it seem like it's my fault because I'm doing something that actually gives a damn. And now I'm getting blamed for when my own parent dies. Because remember, my voice is a plague. My voice kills people. How does that fucking make sense? Again, as I said this once, and I'm going to say it again. The reason why I'm applying Ephesians 5:11 is because my parents think that my voice is a fucking plague. It kills people. Wow. What a great white supremacist thing to say. My voice kills people. So me caring about the homeless kills people. Got it. Me caring about the homeless. Got it. Kills people also. Me giving a damn. Oh, that kills people too? Nice. Got it. Proximity to fucking silence. The very silence that got Jesus to die on that cross because the Sanhedrins literally crucified Jesus in the name of God. What, you think I'm joking? No, I'm not joking at all. This is not even a fucking laughing matter. It has been this way since the year 2000. That's just not my problem when Alex Preddy got shot. That's just not my problem when Renee Good got shot. That's just not my problem when Eugene Carroll got fucking raped by Donald J. Trump, and it's been that way in my family since. It's been that way. So again,
that you're proving that you haven't done good.
you heard it here, folks. Hey, don't take my word for it. You heard it here, folks. No more talking about Alex Preddy. No more talking about Renee Good. No more talking about, politics. Be quiet or no game. What? That has been... Y'all think this isn't recorded. It is. I was specifically told to be quiet or no video game. Basically meaning, shut the fuck up about Alex Preddy. Shut the fuck up about Renee Good. Shut the fuck up about the homeless. Shut the fuck up about, giving a damn. Just be proximate to your silence. What? You can't make this shit up. Again. Again. Do I have to say more? Do I have to say more? That's just not my problem. And it's been that way since I was born. This is why I do this. This is why I call out the atrocities of the entire fucking planet. Ephesians 5:11. Psalms 1 verse 1. Leviticus chapter 19 verse 33. Caring about the immigrants. I fucking can't with this generfuckeration. God forgive me. But is me applying Ephesians 5:11 good? Is me applying to Psalms 1 chapter 1 good? Of course it is. Because I'm exposing the darkness of this world. Because that's what I was called to do. So, mind you, I just got told this. So when my parent dies, everyone's going to blame me because of my damn fucking voice being a fucking plague. When I do something good, I get called out. When I do something bad is when I get fucking praised. It is just that fucking simple. But I'll put it in a white supremacist case. When you're silent, you're doing good. But when you're talking, You get a belt to the ass. I can't with this generation, bro. This generation is so bad. I can't. And I am grateful that God Himself, and I'm giving glory to God for this, I am grateful that I'm not going to have children. Because if I did, I would have taught them Psalms 1, chapter 1, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 33. I would have taught them what not many people would teach their children: how to live lives through Christ. You know? Because I would teach my children morality and decency. But I'm pretty sure that if their grandmother were to come to them, I'm pretty sure she'll teach them not to be moral, not to be decent, and to just be silent. So it's okay for an adjudicated rapist, to be in the White House raping children. But it's not okay when your son is calling out the atrocities of the entire damn planet. Again, what is evil is considered good, but what is good is considered evil. It literally says it in the Bible. Go read it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Read it from the one who saves you. That's simple, G. It's not that hard. It is not that fucking hard. It's not that hard, bro. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You don't think I lost family? You don't think I lost family over this? I have. You don't think I lost friends because of this? I have. I've lost plenty of friends because I give a damn. I give a damn. My family doesn't. My cousins doesn't. My sisters, even though I don't have one, doesn't. Proximity to silence. When you're doing something bad, you will be praised. When you do something good, you will be stoned to death. So I'll leave you with this. First, they came for the VTubers, but I'm not a VTuber, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the immigrants, but I'm not an immigrant, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the tarot card readers, but I'm not someone who reads tarot cards, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the black people, but I'm not black, so I didn't say anything. And then they came for Joshua, named after Joshua, the son of Nun, and a reminder of Jesus' salvation, and they stoned me to death. And there was no one left to help me. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen in 2027, 2028, 2030. The reason why I do Ephesians 5:11 is because I am called to not only expose the darkness of this world, but not only am I called to spread the gospel, but to expose the atrocities of this damn planet. This is what has been going on since 2000 all the way to 26. And it's the same song that got Donald Trump into power. That's not my problem. The very song that got Donald Trump into power. That's the reason why I do Ephesians 5:11. Why I apply it to my life. Why I apply Psalms 1 chapter 1. Why I apply Leviticus chapter 19 verse 33. Why I respect my fellow immigrants. Why I respect my fellow neighbors. Because I give a damn. 4 words. I give a damn. I care. I care. You don't think I don't? Again, I'll leave you with this. First, they came for the immigrants, but I'm not an immigrant, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the VTubers, but I'm not a VTuber, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the YouTubers, but I'm not a YouTuber, so I didn't say anything. And then they came for Joshua, named after the son of Nun, Joshua, in the Bible. And they stoned me to death because there was no one left to help me. Wake up, people. Face reality. Even your parents won't give a shit about you once you are born. Once you are born, the parents will find a way to put you into white silence. They will find a way to literally scold you or beat your ass, even if you're doing a good thing. Wake up, parents. It has been that way since 1619. The very song that got Donald Trump into power is the very same song that's going to get the Antichrist into power. The very song that gets Donald Trump into power is the same song that gets the Antichrist into power. That's just not my problem. That's been that way with every single parent. Oh, Alex Preddy got shot? That's just not my problem. Oh, Renee Good got shot? That's just not my problem. You know? That's just not my problem. That's just not my problem. Because they don't give a damn. They don't. They say they're pro-life, but they're not. They say that they're Christians, but they're not. Because why? Because they don't do what Jesus stood for. Compassion, empathy, kindness, forgiveness. So when you hear someone blast this song, just know it's the very same song that got Donald Trump into power. So when you hear someone at the voting booth said, I voted for the Antichrist because that's just not my problem. I don't give a damn about the people. I don't give a damn about the homeless. I don't give a damn about the helpless and the weak and the blind and all that other shit. Just know the reason why they voted for that is because they don't care. It's that simple. It's been that way with parents. It's been that way with with siblings. It's been that way with so many people. I don't give a fuck if I lose family members because I am built like that. I was built on being alone. And I'm not ashamed to go to be alone. I'm not ashamed to be alone all because I bring up politics in my family's discussions. So I'll leave you with this. And it's the same song that I'm pretty sure that they're going to hear on Judgment Day. Vesatia, bella chato, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 la satia, bella chato, le savasare moto, vesatia, bella chato, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 la satia, bella chato, le savasati mori. Josh, why haven't Carmen, why haven't you helped your grandson when he was talking about the atrocities of the world? Mildred, where were you when your son was talking about the atrocities of the entire planet? Where were you? Oh, you was there doing all of this? Don't worry, you could go right next to Jeffrey Epstein. You could go with the goats. Where were you when Alex Preddy got shot? Why is he next to me? Why is my children next to me? Oh, you don't care? Because I've heard from your son that the song that played was the very same song that allowed you to vote for the Antichrist into power. The very song that your son was warning people about. That's just not my problem. You can go right with the goats. And that's what's going to happen on Judgment Day. And I'm going to be there with popcorn, if God willing. And I'm going to laugh at the wickedness the liars and deceivers and unbelievers spew out. I'm going to be laughing at them. I'm going to be saying, how could you say you follow God, but yet you didn't care when Alex Preddy got shot? Again. So again, you say you follow God, yet you say you hate Jews. You cannot live in both light and darkness. You cannot serve two masters. Either love one or hate the other. Either love Jesus or hate Satan, or love Satan and hate Jesus. It's either one of the two. You cannot say, God, I praise you, but also say, I hate Jews. That's not a follower of God. That's a Pharisee. You know what the rich man said to Jesus? What must I do in order to get into heaven? 2 things. No, 3 things actually. Give up your worldly possessions, give in to the poor, and follow me. Why do you think I never wear the clothes that my mom buys? Because I want them to be used to be given to the poor. Because why? 4 words. I give a damn. I care. I care. I give a damn. It's not that hard. That's the reason why my mom buys me clothes and I don't use them, I don't wear them, because I want to give to those that really need it. Because I care. Because people need it more than I do. You know? Because I'm that compassionate. I'm that forgiving. I'm that loving. That I'm willing to give up my worldly possessions and follow Jesus. That is a person of faith that I am. I follow God. I know God because I follow what Jesus stood for. It's that simple. It's that simple, bro. Again, I'll leave you with this. When I do something good, I get called out. When I do something bad is when I get praised. When I say open the border, I get called out. But when I say close the border, that's when they clap for me. So I'll leave you with this, and I'm going to reprise it for 2028 and 2027. First, they came for the Somalians. No, that's not it. I'm gonna do it in a cartoon way. First, they came for My Little Pony, but I don't watch that show, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for Dragon Ball, but I don't watch that show, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for ReZero, the isekai anime. But I have not watched any isekais, so I didn't say anything. And then they came for The Passion of the Christ. Not the anime, not the movie, but they gave it a bad rating because it speaks the truth. So, it is what it is, people. That's how it's been since 1619 all the way to 2026. And we're about to go into 2027. The days are going by fast. I see this world and the days are going by fast. Something huge is about to happen, and I'm not going to be here for it. Because I'm a well believer of Christ. I justify my faith, not my actions. It is not what my voice thinks. It is not what my brain thinks. It is not what my outward appearance is to God. It is to the heart. Blessed are the pure of heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for they shall be filled. Isaiah 41. Do not fear, for I am with you, says the Lord. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God, says the Lord. I will help you. I will strengthen you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So don't think that don't think that I'm being called not just to spread the gospel. I've been called to spread the gospel, but to also expose the atrocity of this damn world. Proximity to silence. And it's that fucking simple. And if you don't like it, then you can kindly find the Mayflower, ship your ass right back to England where you fucking belong, because you are not welcomed here. My parents did not give a fuck about me since birth because they let me fall down from the 4-story building at the age of 3. Because that was just not their problem. But it was to me. Why? Because I give a damn. Have I not fallen from the 4-story building at the age of 3, I would have had a job. I would have had a car. I would have had all the things that I could have wanted, Have I not fallen from the 4-story building, I would have been normal. But yet I get treated like a kid when I'm told that being silent is better than speaking up. I get treated as a kid when I am speaking up for the truth, for the people. But when I'm not speaking up, that's when I'm being treated as a man. And it's been that way since birth. And it's going to be that way. So, yeah. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I've lost friends and family before. I'm willing to do it again. I'm willing to do it again because I'm not ashamed. Pastor General Jennings was right. When you're out there acting like a fool, when you're out there voting for the wrong thing, the devil doesn't bother you. He pats you along, he ropes you along, he freaking guides you and gives you two people to be friends with, only to drag your ass down to hell with them. Only when you want to obey God, only when you want to follow God, only when you want to actually give a damn about the people is when the devil strikes, is when the devil gets angry. Because you're doing things that will get you called out, that will get you persecuted, that will get you blamed by every nation because you're doing the right thing. And that's why we're here. It's not because of proximity to whiteness. It is proximity to silence. Don't say you didn't vote for Trump, MAGA, when your silence made him win that vote. When it's the same silence that got Jesus to die on that cross. That's simple, G. And from the words of Ashley Hayes, I am not surprised that this world is turning into a script at this point. And my parents get mad at me when I speak the truth, when I speak about the Bible. Because they don't want to hear what's going on in the world. They want to hear what they want to hear, not what they want to know. So, yeah. So if you see me blasting, a song that has like that, that's just not my problem. The Gumball song. Just know the reason why I did that is because, well, my parents literally told me, Alex Preddy died, not my problem. Renee Good died, not my problem. Live your life like that. Don't give a fuck about other people. Focus on yourself. The very same shit I've been hearing from every single parent over and 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 over again. Focus on yourself. Be like Lucifer. Don't be like Jesus and care about others. Be like Lucifer. Focus on yourself. And for you MAGA and for you fake predator catchers out there and for you people that say that y'all been doing predator catching for 20, 40, 30, 60 years, have the day you voted for in your silence. Have a white day.